What's up, dude? Hello everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So it's Saturday. I'm kind of doing a different sort of case than I normally do. It's not about a murder or a serial killer. It's just something that was really weird that happened that we still don't have answers to. And since it's October and it's spooky month, this is kind of a spooky video. So let's just jump right in. And a lot of you have probably heard about this because it was on BuzzFeed. So this is the story of the Max Headroom signal hijacking. Let's just learn who Max Headroom was first of all. He is a fictional artificial intelligence character. He was portrayed by actor Matt Frewer. Some people believe that Max was just Matt in prosthetics, because when you see it, it's like, yeah, that doesn't look like AI, and considering this was, 1980s, the technology might not have been there yet. So I could kind of see it too, honestly. Max was known for providing commentary on a variety of topical issues, arrogant wit, stuttering, and a pitch-shifting voice. He was created by George Stone, Annabelle Jankel, and Rocky Morton. He was in a TV movie and 2 different TV shows. So that's just a little bit about our guy, Max. Kind of has a freaky face, and he does have a very strong resemblance to Matt. So I can see where that theory came from, like I said. On the night of November 22nd, 1987, 2 TV signals in Chicago, Illinois were hijacked. The first hijack happened during the sports segment of WGN TV's The 9 o'clock news. Residents' TV screens went black for roughly 15 seconds, and then footage of a person wearing a Max Headroom mask and sunglasses took the screen. And here is that video. The entire hijacking took about 28 seconds and then got cut off when some WGN engineers changed the frequency of the signal linking the broadcast studio to the station's transmitter atop of the John Hancock Center, so they took it over fairly quickly again. When the sports anchor Dan Roan got back on the airwaves, he said, "Well, if you're wondering what's happened, so am I." And then he made a joke about the computer running the news took off and went wild, which is kind of funny because during that time period, I'm sure people knew who Max Headroom was, and so they knew that he was AI, so the computer turning AI and taking off, it's kind of a funny joke, and honestly on the spot that's pretty good. Then Dan restarted the news report and went on like nothing happened. And that was kind of that. That same night at 11:20 p.m., the signal of the local PBS station, WTTW, was interrupted during an airing of Doctor Who. The mask of Max Headroom again appeared on the screen. He's a freaking nerd. Chick's worse than Jesus. What's the wave? He made a comment about nerds and called the WGN sportscaster Chuck Swirsky a freaking liberal. When he said, "I still see the X," this was in reference to the last episode of the show's theme song he was humming, which can be misheard as "I stole CBS." The image faded briefly into static, and then the Doctor Who episode was back on the air, and that was it. The interruption lasted for about 90 seconds. The interruptions were achieved by sending more powerful microwave transmissions to the station's broadcast towers than the stations were sending out themselves, which was pretty hard in 1987, but not impossible before American TV stations switched from analog to digital signals in 2009. I'm kind of surprised it took that long for them to finally switch. Extensive technical expertise and a significant amount of transmitting power was needed to pull this off, according to experts. No one has ever come forward to take responsibility, like confirmed responsibility. It was suspected that someone going by Max and his co-conspirators who were part of an underground hacker community did it, possibly. Or it was possibly an inside job done by a disgruntled employee, or former employee, I guess. Law enforcement investigated the situation, but nothing ever came of it. The time immediately following the incident, the hackers faced a maximum fine of $100,000 and up to a year in prison. The statute of limitations was surpassed after 5 years in 1992, so now if someone would come forward, they wouldn't face any criminal charges. Like, they would just kind of, get away with it. Eventually, however, the FCC figured out how the hack was done, like they confirmed how it was done. They put their own dish antenna between the transmitter tower and interrupted the original signal. So all they needed was good timing and positioning. It was pretty easy, kind of. The FCC was able to pinpoint the district that had warehouses that had doors like the ones in the video. Rumors have popped up in forums and Reddit threads about who possibly did it. The most popular suspect was Eric Fournier, the creator of Shea St. John, a fictional model who was disfigured in a car accident and recreated her body from mannequin parts. Fans of Eric's work noticed the similarity between his bizarre, campy type videos and the disconcerting footage of the Max Headroom interruption. People close to Eric said that the link is unlikely. However, Eric used masks and unconvincing prosthetics in his videos, similar to the one used in the hijacked videos. But again, people that were close to him said, no, he did not do it, or it's very unlikely, because he had little to no experience with broadcast communications. So, he easily could have found someone to do it, but, he couldn't have done it by himself. Sadly, Eric passed in 2010 due to internal bleeding, the result of battling alcoholism, so he can't confirm or deny the rumors. About 200 confessions came forward from eager hackers wanting to take credit for the incident, but still, no one knows who did it. And I have to say, the footage is very, unsettling. It's not outright scary, but it's when you watch it, it's ugh. That made me uncomfy. I have seen the footage before when I saw this on BuzzFeed years ago, and I think I watched it at night. And if you watch it at night, it is very scary. So don't watch it at night because you might get kind of freaked. And it is, something that nightmares are made of in the dark. But that is our video for today. If you guys like this type of video, let me know in the comments below, because I will be doing some more sprinkled in with my other true crime videos. I think these are interesting. They're not necessarily, they are a true crime, but they aren't dealing with people dying, which makes them a little bit easier to cover and, a little bit more lighthearted. And with this one, no one actually got hurt. Thankfully, no one was hurt for it to happen. So that's good, And these are just kind of nice to do to give us a break from the sadness that comes from, other more intense true crime videos. So if you enjoyed this video though, please be sure to give it a thumbs up down below and subscribe if you want to. But I post true crime videos Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then maybe I'll do a small one on Sunday, but Sundays I typically post a vlog, and then on Wednesdays I do Squishmallow videos. So that's kind of my schedule. But yeah, I hope you guys decide to come back, and if you want to look into this case, there are my case sources linked in the description box down below. Check them out. But more importantly, I hope that you guys decide to come back on Monday for another more in-depth, longer true crime video. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye. Sound sync now. Oh, that was a good clap today. Whoa. And oh no. Insert video here, I guess. GoPro, stop recording, please.